The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Brown County Sheriff's Office, the Green Bay Police Department, and the National Weather Service. At 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, the National Weather Service in Green Bay, Wisconsin has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 611, effective from 4 p.m. Central Standard Time this afternoon until 8 a.m. Central Standard Time Friday. This watch includes the following counties: in northeastern Wisconsin, Brown County, Outagamie County, and Winnebago County. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means that conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be an immediate danger, all persons hearing this message should be aware that there is a chance for the rapid development of severe weather this evening and overnight. Listen for later statements and possible warnings. This is the emergency notification system serving the Ashwaubenon area. If you are not in this local area, you should now tune to a station providing news and emergency information for your area. The emergency notification system has been activated to keep you informed. The National Weather Service in Green Bay has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Washoe County, Marquette County, Green Lake County, Portage County, Wapaca County, Winnebago County, Juneau County, Adams County, and western Fond du Lac County, until 5:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening. At 4:40 p.m. Central Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm was near Linden Station, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. Hazards include softball-sized hail and 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Source: trained weather spotters. Impacts: people and animals outdoors will be injured, and animals may be killed. Expect significant hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles in the path of this storm. Expect mild wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Montello, Wautoma, Plover, Amherst, Stevens Point, Wapaca, Fremont, Nenat, Oshkosh, Princeton, Iowa, Omro, and Ripon. Immediately prepare for large hail, damaging winds, and deadly cloud-to-ground lightning. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure or basement immediately. Stay away from windows and glass doors. This is a dangerous storm, and you should prepare immediately for the storm's effects. People who are currently outdoors should move to shelter at once. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. The National Weather Service in Green Bay has issued a tornado warning for Fond du Lac County, effective from 5:15 p.m. Central Standard Time until 5:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 5:13 p.m. Central Standard Time, a line of severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado was located near Ripon, or 22 miles west of Fond du Lac, or 10.8 miles north of Alto, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Hazards: tornado. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught in the path of this storm without shelter, and mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Extensive damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations in the path of this storm include Fond du Lac, Rossendale, Brandon, El Dorado, Oakfield, and Lamartine. Take cover now. Move immediately to the lowest floor of a sturdy building, such as a basement or bomb shelter. Avoid windows. If you are currently outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter at once. If no substantial shelter is available, proceed to a ditch, low-lying area, or if possible, a cave to protect yourself from flying debris. This message will repeat. Tornado was located near Ripon, or 22 miles west of Fond du Lac, or 10.8 miles north of Alto, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Hazards: tornado. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impact: Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught in the path of this storm without shelter, and mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Extensive damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations in the path of this storm include Fond du Lac, Rossendale. We interrupt this program. This is a national emergency. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the National Weather Service, and the United States government. This is an administrative message. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this message. At approximately 5:20 p.m. Central Standard Time yesterday, a cyber attack took place against the National Weather Service, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. This attack has rendered emergency sirens nationwide inoperable, and has been causing extreme trouble for the National Weather Service to determine accurate radar imaging. At this time, power, internet access, and telephone services have remained unaffected. Immediately after this cyber attack, the emergency notification system was also rendered temporarily inoperative, and while it has now been restored to service, the United States government and the National Weather Service would like to relay the following message to all persons hearing this broadcast. Until control of emergency siren systems and radar imaging is restored, there will be a significant delay in reporting of severe weather, with the National Weather Service only being able to report storm conditions when they are relayed to them by trained weather spotters. At the last time of radar imaging, there was an intense line of storms moving through northeast Wisconsin, which has continued to strengthen and move east, with the storms last being reported as producing a tornado in Ohio approximately 1 hour ago. Due to the unknown weather conditions, and the unlikelihood of prompt storm warning capability, all citizens are being advised to remain in their homes, and move to the lowest floor of their homes, or if you do not have a basement, that you move to the most interior room, such as a bathroom, and remain there until further notice. Once again, due to the ceasing of radar imaging, and the unknown nature of storm activities at this time, all citizens are hereby ordered to move to the lowest floor of your current location, or if no lower level is accessible, to move to the most interior room. This message will repeat. Tornado emergency for southern Ottawa County and northern Sandusky County. The National Weather Service in Cleveland has issued a tornado warning for southern Sandusky County in northern Ohio and northern Ottawa County in northern Ohio until 6:35 a.m. Central Standard Time this morning. At 5:58 a.m. Central Standard Time, trained weather spotters were tracking a large and extremely violent line of severe thunderstorms in a line extending from Genoa, or 22.5 miles west of Port Clinton, extending south 38.7 miles to Berwick, Ohio, or 25.4 miles southeast of Attica, moving easterly at a speed of 65 miles per hour. At 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, trained weather spotters reported a tornado on the ground near State Route 163, moving east at a speed of 55 miles per hour. Take cover now. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Expected hazards include extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornadoes. Tornadic debris has been confirmed by trained weather spotters, with reports of cars being thrown like toys. Impact. This is a life-threatening situation. Flying debris will be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Catastrophic damage to homes, vehicles and businesses is expected to areas impacted by this tornado, and complete destruction is likely. Locations impacted include Genoa, Elmore, Rocky Ridge, Greydown, Elliston, Oak Harbor and many more. In addition, another large and extremely deadly tornado has been confirmed on the ground by trained weather spotters near North Main Street and the Ohio Turnpike near Lindsay. This tornado has been noticed causing extreme damage to the city of Lindsay, with trained weather spotters reporting that nearly everything in the path of this tornado has been completely destroyed, and the Ohio Emergency Management Agency has declared a mass casualty event in Lindsay. This tornado has been growing in size and intensity, and was last noticed as moving southeast at 30 miles per hour, and heavy rotation has been reported 1 mile south of this tornado, also moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. Areas that will be impacted by this extremely dangerous tornado include Stony Prayer, Fremont, Belleville, Green Creek and Lindsay. Repeating, 2 large and extremely deadly tornadoes are on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid settling near windows and doors. If in a mobile home, immediately seek out the nearest ditch or cave, and remain there until further notice. Those caught without sufficient shelter from these storms will face certain death. These storms have also been reported as exhibiting winds in excess of 200 miles per hour, soccer ball-size hail, frequent cloud-to-ground lightning, and torrential rain. These tornadoes are likely to be rain-wrapped at this time, and for this reason, shelter must be taken at once. Do not wait to see the tornado. It is likely that by the time you see the tornado, it will be too late to reach shelter. These storms are likely to cause widespread power outages in the named counties, and therefore, the National Weather Service is advising that all those who are hearing this message take a battery or crank-operated radio or television with you to your shelter. Due to the earlier reported cyber attack against the National Weather Service, tornado sirens remain inoperable, and the only way to receive updates on these storms will be via radio and television. In addition, phone lines may also become inoperable, and due to the severity of these storms, the Ottawa and Sandusky County Sheriff's offices are requesting that you only use the telephone for life-threatening emergencies. Again, only use the telephone for life-threatening emergencies. And finally, beware of deadly cloud-to-ground lightning. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. This is the emergency notification system serving the Rocky Ridge area. If you are not in this local area, please tune to a station providing news and information for your area. The emergency notification system has been activated to keep you informed of situations involving severe weather. This message will repeat in 1 minute. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Federal Aviation Administration and the Department of Homeland Security. This is a civil danger warning. Approximately 12 minutes ago, trained weather spotters near the town of Rocky Ridge, Ohio reported to the National Weather Service and the Federal Aviation Administration that an unidentified object was residing inside of the tornado. The object is believed to be hostile and responsible for the development of these storms. At last report, the tornado had grown to over 5 miles in width, and around 2 minutes ago, it has been reported that the tornado has now split into 2 separate tornadoes, each with a width of 2.5 miles, with one of the tornadoes beginning to proceed to the east at a speed of 75 miles per hour, with the other beginning to move south at a speed of 55 miles per hour. It has also been confirmed by trained weather spotters that there are now 2 unidentified objects, with one residing in each of these tornadoes. These tornadoes pose a threat to those in the path of these storms. The easterly bound tornado will impact the following locations imminently: Oak Harbor, Lac Arne, Camp Perry, and Port Clinton. If you are in the path of this storm, take cover now. The southerly bound tornado is on a direct course for the towns of Elmore, Lindsay, and Hessville, along with Terra State Community College. If you are in the path of either of these tornadoes, take cover now, if you are not taking cover already. In addition, due to the unknown nature of the objects embedded inside of these tornadoes, all citizens, even after the tornadoes have subsided, are being ordered to remain inside of their homes until further notice. Once conditions are favorable, the United States Space Force and the Air Force will dispatch units to intercept these objects and determine their intentions. In this moment of uncertainty, the Department of Homeland Security and the Federal Aviation Administration are asking all citizens to remain calm and in a sturdy structure. Please stay tuned for further updates on this rapidly developing situation. The following message is being transmitted at the request of North American Aerospace Defense Command, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the Department of Defense, and the White House. This is a national emergency. Please stand by. The following message is being transmitted at the request of North American Aerospace Defense Command, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the Department of Defense, and the White House. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast and cable systems will transmit this message. During this emergency, normal programming will be suspended for an indefinite period, and telephone lines will be restricted to military use only. The Department of Defense along with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration have now been able to identify the objects residing in the skies of Ohio. It has been confirmed by experts that these are U.S.-manufactured satellites launched in 1960, but decommissioned in 1997, which were launched in the hopes of controlling the weather remotely, in order to prevent severe weather from impacting the United States. However, these satellites have now been hijacked and reactivated by an unknown force. After communicating with the Chinese Communist Party, the Kremlin, and North Korea, it has been determined that the force causing these events is not controlled by a political adversary, and the current belief is that an artificial intelligence of some sort has hijacked these satellites with the intention of causing widespread destruction and chaos across the continental United States. While the reason for these actions are unknown, it is believed that all 89 known TIROS Weatherman series satellites have been reactivated and sent on direct courses for major population centers across the United States. The White House would like to state that every available resource is being deployed in order to neutralize the Weatherman satellites, and that while they expect the neutralization of these vessels to be quick and concise, that due to the amount of satellites, the entire continental United States has been placed under a shelter-in-place warning, which will remain in effect until further notice. Please stand by for a message from the President of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
My fellow Americans, today is quite possibly one of the most tumultuous times in American history. Today, we have been attacked by an artificial intelligence which has apprehended control of the TIROS Weatherman satellite system, which were launched under Operation Weather Watch beginning in 1960, with the final TIROS satellite being delivered to the Earth's orbit in 1997. This intelligence has not communicated with us, despite our numerous attempts to negotiate with it, and there have been no demands made or line of reasoning disclosed as to why this is happening to us. But one thing is clear, that no matter who it is that is attacking us, we, as the American people, will refuse to be silenced by something that cannot even stand on its own 2 feet. Because it has none. I say to this intelligence, you have shown us that you despise logic and intend to destroy us. And so, I say to you, we will return the favor and destroy you. You will never again formulate any thoughts. You will face the wrath of the United States. And you will never extinguish the flames of democracy. Long live democracy, and God bless the United States of America.
That was a message from the President of the United States. The United States Space Force and the United States Air Force are currently mobilizing for direct strikes on the Tyros satellite systems, which are currently causing havoc across the country. Until the conclusion of this operation, all citizens need to take shelter in a basement or bomb shelter at once. Do not delay. Doing so will put your life in extreme danger. This is the emergency notification system serving the Rocky Ridge area. During this emergency, most stations will remain off the air, and will only carry the emergency notification system and news programming. The emergency notification system has been activated. This message will repeat in 30 seconds.
It hurts so much to think about me.